Well, hello, and welcome back. It's been a while. I've been a busy little monkey. I have been researching a new editing system, and I finally came up with a company that I decided to go with to build this system, and I had been patiently waiting for them to build it and ship it. Well, it finally showed up on Tuesday. A little problem. There were some issues that arose from shipping, and I have since corrected those. And in the meantime, I have been loading software and going through every little setting to get this beast to do what I want it to do. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to give you a quick overview of the system that I bought and go from there. So basically, I went with a company called Xidax. I looked around at a lot of different places, and I tried to, look at the things like HP, Dell, Alienware, what have you, seeing if I could get a system from them. It seemed like all of their cookie cutter systems just weren't exactly what I was looking for, and if I tried to tweak them to make the system the way I wanted it to, it was just ridiculously expensive. And I thought, okay, I've done this before, I'll buy all the parts and I'll build it myself. Well, no matter what I did, it always came out to like $4,000 to $6,000, which is just ridiculous. So I found this company called Xidax. I happened to be flipping through a Maximum PC magazine, and I saw the ad. I looked them up online, and I saw a lot of feedback about how their customer service was spectacular. So I thought I'd give them a try. I went online, and indeed, within moments, I was greeted with a chat session by a person named Alex, and I told him exactly what I was looking to do and what I wasn't looking to do and how much I was looking to spend, and he configured a system for me. After a couple of days of me torturing them with thousands of questions, I finally came up with exactly what I wanted. So I went ahead and bought the system. Even after I bought the system, I continued to barrage them with questions, and I actually altered it a little bit, and they were very accommodating. And then it was just a matter of time of waiting for the system to be built. So, like I said, that all went through, and I have the system now, and it's absolutely amazing. So, what I got, I will go through, and I'm going to pull the camera off and show you the inside of the system and how I have this all set up. I completely rearranged my living room to accommodate this new system, so I'm not just slouching on the couch, like I have been with my laptop in my lap. That just wasn't cutting it. So I dug a desk out of the garage, brought it upstairs. I bought a couple of monitors and stands, and I rearranged the furniture. I pulled Cat 6 cable under the carpet so that I had the fastest connection possible, and I dug up all but one piece of software that I wanted to install in this. I also bought all new software for a lot of what I wanted to do, because a lot of what I wanted to do with the old system was all 32-bit. So I'm currently as up to date as I possibly can be, and it shows because this system is wicked fast. So I'm going to pull the camera down, and I'm going to show you the inside of the system now. Okay, so here's the inside of the system. It's an XS case, which was basically just a Corsair case that they rebranded as Xidax, and you can see all the components that are in here. So I have an MSI Z97-Gaming 7 motherboard. Well, you can't see it because it's mounted on the other side, but I have a solid-state 256 gig boot drive. I have a Western Digital Black 2 terabyte drive for all of the data. Here is the MSI GeForce GTX 770 graphics card. Here I have 32 gigabytes of 1600 megahertz RAM. There you can see the liquid cooler. It goes up to there. All in all, with the gigantic fans in the front and the back and the liquid cooling, this thing keeps pretty cool, and I have done things on this that I could not have done on my laptop. I've tested everything from Blu-rays to videos that I've watched on YouTube to games that I could barely play on the laptop. I put them in and there was no problem with it. And also I threw a couple of videos in the new video editor just so that I could see how it handles it, just scrubbing, and it was completely hiccup free, which I could not have done on the laptop. I've also played videos that I offloaded to the computer, and they played perfectly, no stuttering, no hiccuping, no lag, so I'm pretty stoked. Now I'm going to show you the rest of the system. Okay, so here you can see how I had this all set up. I have the computer basically right next to the desk, elevated off the floor. Now I did that so that I could try to keep the dust and the cat hair getting sucked into the inside of the machine to a minimum. Hopefully that'll work. It also gives a pretty good breeze on the couch, which is nice. Now, here I have my two 22-inch Asus IPS panel monitors. I decided to only go with 22 inchers instead of 24 or even bigger, and you can see they actually extend beyond the desk. So if I'd gotten 24s or anything bigger, they probably just wouldn't have fit correctly. As it stands, I only had a 17-inch laptop monitor that I'd been using for 3 years, so this is gigantic, and having the two monitors has been fantastic because I'm able to do all kinds of stuff that I couldn't do before a lot easier since I have more real estate visually. There is my Corsair Vengeance wireless headset, gaming headset. I got a Corsair wireless, or not wireless, but a gaming keyboard that you can individually turn on every LED on that thing, you know, if you need to. You know, if you were a hardcore gamer, which I'm not, but it's fun to play. And then I got a Corsair Vengeance laser mouse. Right next to it, oldie but goodie, I have my Shuttle Pro V2, which is fantastic for editing. The only problem that I ran into, which was a slight problem, is that it did not have any preloaded software for the editing program that I bought. So I had to go through and individually map each button. But it didn't take that long, and at least I was able to do that, so that was all fantastic. Now, on the corners over there, you can see the speakers. I ended up getting a just a relatively inexpensive speaker system. Most of the time I have the headphones on, which are fantastic and work well with the system, but sometimes you just don't want to have headphones on. So I got the speakers so that I can listen to it that way. And underneath, although you can't see it under there, that's the subwoofer. Okay, so underneath here, basically I have two external Western Digital hard drives that I have been using. One is for backups, and one was where I was putting all the video. I'm now putting the video on the second hard drive within the system so that it's faster, and then I will back all that up to one of the externals. And right there, basically right in front, is a CyberPower battery backup unit. That I got because of all of the power outages that we have here in this apartment building. My research showed me that the power that you get basically in an apartment building can be very bad for a system because there's inconsistent voltage going to the outlets, and you get spikes and surges, and a normal surge protector doesn't help that. So having it plugged into that CyberPower unit will give it a consistent voltage, and if the power goes out, well, I can still use the computer. I have the computer and the monitors and everything plugged into that unit, so it'll power them up, not for a long time, but hopefully long enough, because the power rarely goes out here for more than 10 or 15 minutes, so I should be good to go. Okay, so now you had a look at the new system. I'm pretty thrilled with it. I haven't done a lot of editing with it because I've taken a lot of time to get all the software on that I wanted and to get it all set up. It took me a while to do that because I wanted everything to load from the solid-state boot drive, but I did not want all of the data to be saved on the solid-state boot drive because it's only 256 gigs, and you know, you're going to run out of room really quick. So I had to rebuild the entire folder structure for all the data for 7, 8 programs at least on the storage drive, and that's taken me a long time. But otherwise, it's been fun because I love doing stuff like that. Although at times it's a little frustrating because there's a lot of stuff hidden in those programs that you just don't think about, and you have to do custom installs. Otherwise, you end up getting toolbars and search engine takeovers and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, when you're putting all that stuff together on any system, or you know, whether it's new or old, you have to pay attention to everything. And I wanted to make sure that I got this thing set up correctly, and I think that I have. I'm pretty happy with the way things have turned out. Now I just have to start editing again. So this would have been the first video that I'm going to edit and post. I'm going to put all the information for exactly what's in this system and all the peripherals that I bought. If you have any questions or comments, by all means, drop me a line and let me know what you think. And I hope to be bringing you guys a lot more videos, and hopefully you know, a lot better quality. Although this one's going to suck because I had a lot of lighting problems. I haven't really lit anything up here. I usually do them in the studio with the green screen and all the lights that are already set up, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do it here where I'm going to be spending the majority of my time. So I had a lot of problems. My LED lights, I drained them, and you know, I had to do a lot of white balancing. So forgive me and bear with me. I'm working all the kinks out. So thanks for joining me, and again, if you have any questions, let me know. Click subscribe, click like, and I'll see you soon.